Today on GTA 5 car reviews we have a sports car. Not one of these high-end supercars, but a slower, cheaper version. A nice sports car, an Invetero Coquette. We're going to see what the Coquette is like, whether it can compete with its supercar rivals, or whether it's going to be nowhere close. Let's see how its handling is, let's see how fast it is, let's see what the acceleration is like. Let's go and test the Invetero Coquette. Let's go over the statistics of the Invetero Coquette. Let's start with the engine. It's a 6-litre V8 that has 570 horsepower. It will go from 0 to 60 in just 3.1 seconds, which makes it the same acceleration as a Pagani Infernus. It has a top speed of 202 miles an hour. This really, more than sports car, has almost a supercar sort of feel and statistics about it. Let's go and see whether this will really be true, whether it can compete with supercars, or whether it is just another sports car. Let's go and find out on GTA 5 car reviews. The first test we're going to do is to see how fast it can go. Let's see if we can reach its top speed. We'll test out the brakes and the acceleration along with this as well. Let's go and find out on GTA 5 car reviews. Here in front of us we have a nice sort of almost straight road to test out top speed and braking. Let's see how the Invetero Coquette does top speed. Let's go and find out. Let's see if there'll be any wheel spin, because it is rear wheel drive. Let's see now. There is quite a bit of wheel spin, because as I said, it's rear wheel drive. Let's absolutely floor it down here. I think we're approaching top gear now. And let's brake. As we can see, it's a pretty fast car, and it has quite good brakes as well. This is shaping up to be a very nice car indeed. Now we've seen how fast it goes, let's see what the handling is like. Let's see how it handles very tight corners. We'll be testing the steering in this second test. Now for the cornering test. Let's take it on one of the most bendy and unforgiving roads in the game and see how it takes tight corners. Let's see if there'll be understeer or oversteer, or whether like other cars it will have perfect steering. It's quite a light car, so the steering should be very good. Let's find out in a minute. The turn off to the road is in a minute up here on the left. Okay, let's get started. Let's see how the steering is. With little tight corners like this, no problem. Let's try a little tighter corner. Again, use the brakes and you'll be going around them very, very quickly indeed. So far I can't see any hint of understeer. Steering is very snappy. This is a very, very sharp, very quick reflexed car. It has very quick reflexes. Let's take it around another tight corner. Yeah, again, quite good steering. There's, I suppose, a slight bit of understeer, but that's because of the grip. This car has phenomenal grip. It has one of the best grip of any sports car I've tested. The grip is absolutely phenomenal. Again, use the brakes and you'll deal with any understeer, but on the whole, the steering is very good on this car. And as I say, the grip is fantastic. The steering is very sharp, jerky. It's very, as I say, it has very, very quick reflexes. It's sharp and responsive. This is a very snappy sort of car. But the steering is very, very good as far as I can see. Now we're going to see how slippery and slidey we can get the Coquette. Let's see if we can get it going completely sideways or whether it will try and kill us. Let's go and find out. Let's see how slippery and slidey we can get our Coquette. First of all, let's try using the brakes. We'll try squeezing them first, like an Infernus. Yep, It will slide squeezing the brakes. Let's try again. Didn't really want to there. Let's try again here. Yep, it quite likes that. Although my recommendation with the Coquette is instead of squeezing the brakes, it likes to be stomped on. Instead of squeezing them when you come up to a corner, what you do is you come up to a corner and then you stamp hard on the brakes and then take off the brakes and turn hard. Let's try that here. Stop and turn like that. And since it's really such a friendly car, there's not really much chance of it spinning out. Again there, lots of fun. Then when you've had enough, just put a little flick of opposite lock and it will come right back. Let's go on to power. Let's see how it drifts with the power. Come in like this and turn and put the power on. As we see, it will do it, but it's not really very comfortable with that. Let's try it again here. No, it doesn't really like drifting using the power. Let's go on to good old-fashioned handbrake. Yeah, it does quite like that, like most cars. Again, just use opposite lock and brake to control the slide, and you'll have it sliding all over the place. My favourite method is to use the brake like that. That works for many grippy cars. This car has phenomenally good grip, so to unstick it, just stomp on the brakes and turn hard, and it'll come out. And that's the drifting test concluded. Okay, so now let's see how quickly our Coquette will go around the racetrack. Let's see how it compares to some of the other supercars I've tested so far. Let's go and find out how quick the Invetero Coquette will go around the racetrack. It probably won't be able to beat the supercars, but let's find out anyway. Very quick off the line. As always, I'm going to take the corners on the most inside possible for a quick lap time. A bit of funny business there, even though it has tremendous grip. Never mind, that's fine by me. I like fun cars. Let's floor it down this straight. Slight left turn here, and there's a 90-degree left turn here, so we'll slow down for that, and now we'll floor it off again. Not far to the finish line now. There's the finish line up ahead. How quickly will it do it? It did it in 1 minute 24.548. We'll put that up on the leaderboard in a minute. Let's see how it compares to the other cars I've tested. And here are our lap times, and as we can see, the Invetero Coquette did it in 1 minute 24 seconds 548, which makes it faster than a Vapid Bullet, which is much more expensive. We can see it's beaten it by a whole second. That's very impressive. It's managed to beat a supercar that's a lot more expensive. Well, that proves it. It may say sports car, but really it's pretty much almost in the supercar league. There we are. So that's the Invetero Coquette's time, 1:24.548. So what do I think of the Invetero Coquette? Well, first of all, I think it's not really that expensive for all this power and flamboyancy. It's only $138,000, which is really fairly cheap. Although it is almost as expensive as some of the higher end supercars, but I think it can almost compete with some of those supercars. It's not quite as fast, or maybe doesn't have the flamboyancy and the drastic looks of these supercars, but it really is very, very good. The grip is phenomenal. It has brilliant grip, it's very fast. I think the looks are quite good as well. I do like the way this car looks. Also, there's a convertible version, so that you can have the roof down. As far as I know, you don't get that on many supercars. This really is a very, very, very good car in my view. Well worth $138,000. If you have a spare amount of cash that big, I suggest you buy one. It really is a very, very, very good sports car indeed. Until next time, I'm Scorby Nightfall on GTA 5 Car Reviews. Thank you for watching.